Nothing gets me as tilted as when I accidentally play Hero Musketeer's turret wrong and it just sits there. I thought Hero Musketeer was kind of our best option for Hog 2.6, but turns out that's not true. So today we're going to be ranking every single variant for Hog 2.6 based on the actual data, starting with our variant with Evo Cannon, Evo Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. So I'm going to start with what pros are running this variant. Sopa and Slow and Lord Beerus are three insanely good Hog 2.6 players. They are running this deck 100% of the time. Ahmed, another really good player, is running this 50% of the time. And then Nova I Matt is running this 35% of the time. That is a lot of pros running this variant. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Evo Cannon is a terrific card in my opinion. I switched to it when I saw how many pros were running it. It's great for finishing off troops that usually wouldn't die to just log, like Magic Archer, Archers, Firecracker, cards like that. And it's also amazing for damaging and weakening pushes. Evo Musketeer is a card that I used to run obviously before Hero Musketeer came out. I loved her. She could finish off a lot of troops that normally would have been quite the nuisance if they were in a big push. But I thought it was kind of a no-brainer that Hero Musketeer was better because of her turret. And then Hero Ice Golem, don't tell anybody I said this, but I think it's quite broken still. I think it's crazy that we can just freeze entire pushes because that is so helpful, and 2 Elixir is absolutely worth it for that. So we have a lot of pros running this variant, but what is the actual win rate? The win rate I decided to use was not the one for just these pros. It is the overall win rate from Royale API for each deck. I think it's more applicable to us because obviously, not to offend anyone, but I would assume not all of us watching are top 500 players. Anyways, the win rate is 52%. This variant is looking very attractive. I'm going to put it in S tier tentatively. We'll see what we run into for the rest of them. Our variant number 2 is Evo Cannon again, Hero Musketeer, and then Evo Skeletons. We have fewer pros playing this variant. Ma, or M-A-H-H, I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it, runs this 100% of the time. Oh My Days, 96%. And then Dark Sentinel is 41%. What shocked me though is the win rate. Really fast, the only 2 we haven't covered are Hero Musketeer and Evo Skelly, so I'll run through it quickly. Hero Musketeer is terrific for her turret. I think it's best on defense, but like for Balloon, for example, it makes it past your cannon, you can pop the turret, and it's very useful. If you pop the turret before you cross the bridge, sometimes you can take out their counter to your Musketeer or damage it a lot. And then if you can get it on the tower offensively, that's obviously amazing. I feel like it's harder to pull off and I am not able to pull it off most of the time. I miss Evo Skeletons. That's what I was running before I switched to my current deck. My opponents forget about them very often, so they'll like make it to the tower, take an entire tower, and then 3-crown them sometimes. Pretty goated. The win rate is 48%. Why would I ever run this? Like, why would I? Because I'm kind of at a disadvantage if I'm understanding this correctly. I'm gonna rapid fire our next 3 variants because for all of them, none of the pros I tracked actually play them. My data is only from pros in the top 1,000 of players who play Hog 2.6, so that comes out to around 20. None of them are running the typical Hog 2.6 deck. Like, this one's actually in the data, but I think that has more to do with Retro Royale being a game mode fairly recently. The win rate for that one is 24%. That's so brutal. And then Evo Ice Spirit, Evo Cannon, and Hero Musketeer, Evo Skeletons, Evo Ice Spirit, and Hero Ice Golem. None of them run it. So those are all just gonna have to go in F tier. Like, clearly those are not great ones. I think if any of you are running those variants, I would probably suggest switching just because of this. Like, I personally don't have experience with them at all, but I mean, no one's playing it. Next, we have Evo Skeletons, Hero Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. So starting with Oyasu, Oyasu is running this deck a lot, 21%, but hear me out. He is not playing Hog 2.6 as much as I had hoped. He's been playing other decks. It's just funny because he's so goated at Clash Royale that he like is very good at Hog 2.6 and other decks. Some Oyasu glaze. Art CS is another Hog 2.6 player. He runs this variant 75% of the time. Nules runs this 71% of the time, and Ahmed runs this 32% of the time. So if you'll notice, none of them play this 100% of the time compared to our other variants, aside from the weird ones with no data. The win rate is 51%. So lower than our first one, higher than our 48%. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Evo Ice Spirit, Evo Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. None of the pros run this. Evo Ice Spirit is really losing here. So F tier, obviously. Next, we have Evo Cannon, Hero Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. This is what I run. I had less data when I switched to this one, so I thought this was actually the most common among all of the pros. We only have 2 pros running this one. We have Keke. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. And then 2.6 is his name. Keke runs this 100% of the time, and then 2.6 runs this 28% of the time. The win rate is 51%. So honestly, I'm gonna say this is one of our weaker variants. I didn't know I was running a weaker variant. So I think this one's gonna have to go in D tier. Yet again, we have an Evo Ice Spirit deck. Evo Ice Spirit, Evo Cannon, Hero Ice Golem. None of the pros are running this. It is a bad day to be Evo Ice Spirit. This is going in F tier. Next, we have Evo Cannon, Hero Ice Golem, and Evo Skeletons. So this is just a regular Musketeer in this variant. Vadim, 89% of the time he's playing this, and then Taeyeon, I hope I didn't butcher that, 69%. We only have 2 pros running this variant consistently, but 54% win rate. Why wouldn't they be running this? 54% win rate. That is our highest so far. That's super high for Hog 2.6, I would say. I'm gonna put this in S tier just because that's a very high win rate. And then we have Evo Ice Spirit, Hero Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. You guys know what's coming. No data. This one's going in F tier. And then finally, variant number 8, Evo Skeletons, Evo Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. This is not any of our pros main decks, but the win rate is 53%. So I think that's gonna go in A tier. So looking at our overall tier list, I think out of the S tier ones, I'm gonna go personally with Evo Cannon, Evo Musketeer, and Hero Ice Golem. That's gonna be a change. I haven't played Evo Musketeer in a long time. Anyways, I hope this was useful. Let me know what you guys think of all of this stuff, and I will talk to you later.